Hey everyone, it's me, and it's been a while. Um, and There's a lot to get through just as far as what I've been up to, um, and some updates on the technical stuff of living here. Um, so let's just get right to it. For those who celebrated Thanksgiving, I hope you had a really great one. I'll tell you about mine in a moment. Okay, so um, since I last saw you all, I did some fun things. I went mushroom hunting for the first time with my friend who knows about that sort of stuff. I There weren't a lot of mushrooms. There were a lot of poisonous mushrooms. Um, and I would send pictures, but in order to save some money, I got out of the app that I was using to add pictures and all of that. So um, I'm just needing to save some money right now. So I'm not with that app and can't add pictures, but I think you know what mushrooms look like. But I saw some good ones. All right. And I got about three mushrooms that were edible. Parasol mushrooms, big, huge ones, and a couple marronen. Um, yeah, there wasn't a whole lot, but it was fun to be out there. And the only thing was it was many many kilometers of walking, which kind of messed my foot up again. Um, but it didn't last too long. It got better, and I've been good since. Knock on wood. So far, things are better. I've also lost uh, a lot of weight, actually. I've been trying to, luckily, so it hasn't happened against my will. Um, and so I'm down to, well, since May, I've lost about 17 pounds since my US trip. Um, so I still want to lose a few more. So I'm starting to fit into some things I haven't fit into in a long time. So that's good. And I think that's helping my foot, is why I brought that up as well, because I am feeling lighter on my feet, which is good. Um, Anyway, so yes, mushroom hunting. Then I went to the Deutsche Musikakademie awards show. My former roommate is sort of one of the founders of that organization, and it was at a big, beautiful theater, and had a lot of performances, and it was fun. It was like going to the Tonys, but the German Tonys. Um, Honestly, wasn't very impressed with the musical selections I heard. I'm not in love with the musicals I'm seeing here. Um, Not my sensibility. So we're going to see how that figures into what I do, because my show, which is being translated into German, as you know, and is well on its way to being done. I'm very happy with it. We sent it to He sent it to I think 80 theaters. Not a single response, even like, oh, this sounds interesting, or I'll have a look, or nothing. Zero. So I'm a little disappointed. I mean, in the US, you at least get a response, even if it's, oh, thank you for the show. We'll have a look at it when we can. We'll let you know if it fits our needs. Something. Just apparently nothing, not even acknowledging that it was sent. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I may have to really push for my shows more back in the U.S. or maybe England than really try here, because I just don't know if my sensibility is what is wanted here. But we'll see. yeah, I find from hearing the shows that I've been hearing, uh, they like bombastic rock pop, in your face kind of stuff here. Um, a lot of clapping and confetti, and or very dark, sort of gothic-y kinds of things. You know, the Robin Hood musical that's out, which is atrocious. Um, it's all screaming and pop rock and all this. It doesn't give you the feeling of Robin Hood in any way, shape, or form. So it's just not what I do. So we'll see. There are people who, you know, enjoy the older shows, which do play here, some of them, My Fair Lady and things like that. My show's not quite like that, but more in that vein, at least more in a traditional, old-fashioned kind of structure. But anyway, we shall see what happens with that. But I'm going to push more for the US at this point, as far as getting my shows done. But it was fun to be there, and I met a Broadway composer that I've revered for many years, who was there and is a friend of a friend, and he's been here in Berlin for a little while, and so we've been hanging out, and that's been really nice. He's a great guy. So that was a fun thing that came out of that evening too. As far as my job, I've worked very little since I talked to you last. I've only been to two places, Frankenberg and Fulda again. Frankenberg it was a nice school and great kids, and it really went well. Not much to the town. It's a cute little town, but nothing. I didn't take many pictures. It wasn't all that photogenic, but it was a nice town. And it's the Frankenberg in Saxony, not the one that's closer to Frankfurt. And then Fulda I've been to before, as you know, so I had already pictures of that. But outside of that, I was one day at a school in Berlin in November, and that's it. Nothing in December. So it's okay because my group, the Glühweiners, has been performing now for a week, every day at the Mall of Berlin, 3 to 5 in the afternoon. And it's been going really well, and people have been enjoying it, and that's been a really nice gig to have every day. We got 3 weeks left. I've never had a gig every day for 4 weeks. That's pretty wild, but I'm very grateful for it. And the singers have been great, and it's all going really well. So I'm very happy about that. We're also at the Gendarmenmarkt Christmas market, on the 16th and 17th in the evening as well, 6:30 to 7:30, I think, on the stage. So that's coming up. So come by if you're in the neighborhood. Come to the Mall of Berlin any day except the 10th. It's the only day we're not there. But that day, actually, I am teaching a musical theater singing workshop. Just a 90-minute workshop. If you're interested, write me. That's in Berlin. You can sign up for it. So I'm working, I'm doing the singing. But come January, I don't have anything. I did get hired by this touring company, EF Tours, as a tour guide, tour director, basically, leading tours of American students in Europe. So these are kind of like what I did when I was young, as far as the tours I was on. We would be, mine were singing tours, but we perform. But these are educational tours on a bus going from city to city. My training is in January, and then hopefully in the spring I will have some work. So hoping that works out. and I'm looking forward to it because it's going to remind me of my childhood, which is probably going to be a little scary but fun. I do have some new voice students. That's been good. Um, I went to see my Italian friends. One of their daughters is a percussionist, and she was in a youth orchestra concert that was really good. It was a great concert. They did a beautiful job, and they performed at, I can't remember the name of the hall. It's the one at the Gendarmenmarktplatz. That's the beautiful concert hall that's right between the two churches that look alike. Um, anyway, that was lovely. What else have I done? I went to the Berlin Staatsoper for the first time and saw contemporary opera. A friend of mine was in. She was wonderful. The opera itself, I wasn't a big fan of. It was sort of boring, and I didn't like the libretto very much. But there was some nice music in it that I enjoyed. But anyway, on the stage was this giant fish that was the set. It was just this giant fish that turned and people came out of parts of and in and out of it. And this person who was sitting next to me, who I did not know, I was sitting by myself. At the intermission, he turned to me and he goes, "Der Fisch ist gut." So he wasn't enjoying it very much either. Uh, Anyway, but my friend was great. She was part of a sextet, which was sort of the chorus of the group, and they sang some really cool music. Actually, that was my favorite music, was their music. And she's wonderful in that. So my social life has gotten a little more exciting. I've been to a few birthday parties. One was a surrealism themed party. I I wore a mask and a hat, and I don't know if it was surreal, but I did what I could. Um, and then Thanksgiving, I didn't really do anything with because I had COVID again for the third time. I got it just after that party, and also my friend had a Thanksgiving dinner that I brought some stuff for. What did I bring? I brought a pie, um, pumpkin pie. Yeah, that was right before I got sick. Also, luckily nobody else got sick that I know of. Um, but then, so my Thanksgiving, I was just here and alone. But I made a dinner for my Italian friends over the weekend after, to thank them for all they've done for me, because they've done an incredible amount of help, things for me. This apartment, and um, having me over a lot, and just they've been really great friends. So I wanted to make a big Thanksgiving dinner for them. So that was nice. Then I went to see this English theater group here that I met when I first got here. A musical theater group did Shrek, and so my new composer friend and I went to see the Shrek, and it was actually pretty good. It was the people in it were great, and it was well done, and it's a cute show. Um, and it was in English, so I understood it. Speaking of which, I have been working on my German. I've been doing this online program, Language Transfer, that has been very helpful. I'm understanding more when I'm hearing people speak. I am able to form some sentences, but I still can't really have a conversation. I don't know enough to, to do that yet. But I'm getting closer to it, so that's good. Um, so I also I made my fruitcakes. They are aging in the storage area. I just fed them with more bourbon today, and we'll see how they come out. They seem like they're working, that they came out well, because I had to piece the recipe back together. I'm going to see if I maybe can sell some here. we'll see. I just made 4 right now to try them out and to give them to people as gifts and have people taste it just so maybe next year they would want to order one. My American friends are very upset because they really are missing them and want them, and it's it it's going to cost them close to over $70 for a fruitcake, which with shipping. So it's no, what am I saying? 70 is the shipping fee. So the fruitcake on top of that, it's going to cost them about $130 for a fruitcake, which I kind of feel guilty, even if they wanted it, doing that. Anyway, so yes, fruitcakes. And I had a really good audition for an Aldi commercial. They really liked me apparently and sent me on to the director, but they did choose someone else. So I'm still trying to get into that world, but so far nothing has no bites yet. Finally, okay, so the KSK and all this insurance nightmare. I still don't know what's happening. Basically, we attempted to get me public insurance with TK. They rejected me because of my age. We are appealing it, and I'm now waiting to hear back from them. But the person who's helping me believes that it probably won't happen because of the age. But we're trying to show them how I'm contributing and musically things that I've done here in the past. Whatever, trying to persuade them that I'm worthwhile to put on public insurance. But she said they probably won't do it. So in which case, so KSK is waiting for that answer. They have everything else. In fact, they had everything, and then they wrote me to ask me to send them a couple more things. I sent them a couple more things, and then they wrote me back and said, can you please send us those things again? No reason why. They were emailed the first time, which we thought would be okay, and I got a confirmation that it was fine. And then they asked it again and didn't say even we prefer them in the mail than email. Not even that. No information. I don't understand how things work here with communication. There's really no communication. So we just thought, all right, well, we'll mail them this time. It was exact same documents. And so those were delivered, and so I'm waiting to see, confirmation about that. So once I get a final answer from TK, it'll probably be that, a negative. Then I let KSK know, and then I have to look into private insurance and see if I can afford it. And if I can't, then I gotta leave. But no decisions until this is happening. It's kind of sad because I'm building a life here. I've got my caroling group, and I've got work, and I'm, I am doing things here, and I'm, feeling a little more grounded here. So if it just comes down to insurance, that's kind of sad. So we'll see what happens. I will let you know as soon as I know. So that's really it. This month is going to be all about singing up until Christmas, and that's good. So, and hopefully I'll get more of my other work come January. I think I'm not going anywhere for the holidays. We're done on the 23rd. So I think I'm just going to probably enjoy relaxing for a week. So yeah. So if I know anything before Christmas and the New Year's, I will come back to you. If I don't, then have a wonderful holiday, and Hanukkah, that's also coming up. And a Happy New Year. And yeah, okay, so we're getting down to the wire. We'll know soon what's going on here. Okay, thanks everyone. See you soon. Bye.